Greetings of the day. This is welcome to our chapter 5 Understanding Elementary Shapes. So, now let's get started with our exercise 5.2. In question number 1, what fraction of a clockwise revolution does an hour hand of a clock turns through when it goes from 3 to 9? 3 to 9, we need to find out the difference, that 9 minus 3 equal to 6, and from 3 to 9 it is moving through 6 hours. If you divide it by 12, you will get half of the revolution. Whenever there is a difference of 6 hours, it is half of the revolution. Then B part is 4 to 7. 4 to 7, again we'll find out the difference of number of hours, that is 7 minus 4 equal to 3. If you divide 3 by 12, you'll get 1 by 4 of revolution. Means when 3 hours are there, it is 1/4 of the revolution. Similarly, you can find out the difference for next one, that is 7 to 10. Again 3 hours difference is there. So this is again 1/4. When we are moving on to D part, it is 12 to 9. So this question shows the difference from 12 to 9 is total 9 hours. When there is a difference of 9 hours, it will be 3/4 of revolution. Similarly, you can go for the next of the parts. Moving to question number 2, where will the hand of a clock stops if it starts at 12 and makes it when starting at 12 and making half of the revolution, we have to tell where the clock hand stop. So half of the revolution means 6 hours gap. From 12, if you count 6 hours, you will be stopping at 6. Same if it is starting at 2 and making half of the revolution, which is clockwise. So again, half of the revolution means 6 hours, we will be reaching at 8. Starting from 5 and making half of the revolution, you have to, that is 1/4 of the revolution, that is reaching at 8. Similarly, go ahead with the next of the parts. Question number 3 is, which direction will you face when you start facing east and make half of the revolution, that is clockwise? So we'll make the direction east, west, north, south, as you can see in the figure. When you are standing on east and you have to go for half of the revolution, that is clockwise, it has been shown with the help of arrow. So you'll be reaching to west. And when in the B part, when you have to go for, you are starting from east and you have to make 1.5 revolution clockwise. You can see you have started from east. Reaching back to east is one complete revolution, and moving after that half more revolution reaching to the west. In the same way, you have to go for next of the paths. Moving to question number 4, what part of a revolution have you turned through if you start facing east and turn clockwise to face north? Same way, we'll draw the direction east, west, north, south. If you start from east and you are reaching to north, that is turning clockwise, it will be 3/4 of the revolution required. And if you start from south and start to face east, it will be 3/4 of the revolution required. So similarly, we can go for the next of the part. Moving to question number 5, find the number of right angles turns through the hour hand of a clock when it goes from 3 to 6. When it is moving to 3 hours, it is a 1 right angle. As you can see, it has been drawn in the figure. When you are moving from 2 to 8, there is a gap of 6 hours. So it is 1 straight angle, that is 180 degree. Similarly, we can solve the C part from 5 to 11. 5 to 11, there is a gap of 6 hours. So 6 hours means 2 right angles. From 10 to 1, starting from 10 to 1, our hand goes through one right angle. So now let's move to question number 6. How many right angles do you make if you start facing south and turn clockwise to west? So when you are starting from south and you have to turn clockwise and moving, you will be reaching to west. You will be moving only one right angle. When you are starting from north and turn anti-clockwise, look at the figure where anti-clockwise direction has been shown. In that, it will be covering three right angles. So moving to the last question, where will the R hand of the clock stops if it starts from 6 and turns through one right angle? When it starts from 6 and turning one right angle means it is moving 3 hours. So 3 hours means it will be reaching to 9. Similarly, in the B part, from 8 turns through two right angles. From 8 turns through two right angles means 6 hours. We'll be counting 6 hours, we'll be reaching to 2. From 10, it turns through three right angles. Three right angles means there will be the addition of movement of 9 hours, that it will be reaching to 7. And the last part is from 7 turns through two straight angles. Two straight angles means 180 plus 180, that is equal to 360, which will be one complete revolution, and it will be reaching back to the same place, that